Countless slaves tunneled to freedom because one woman led the way. The civil rights movement began because one woman refused to move. We got a seat at the table because one woman brought a folding chair. Poor children in Florida were educated because one woman would not give up. Harriet Tubman, one woman. Rosa Parks, one woman. Shirley Chisholm, one woman. Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, one woman. Each launched a movement. Each forever changed the way we see our world. So today, we are rewriting the history we want to share with our future generations. We are replacing a remnant of hatred and division with a symbol of hope and inspiration, one woman. Because today, we place Mary McLeod Bethune in Statuary Hall in her rightful place among our nation's giants of history. I cannot think of anyone more befitting to occupy this space of grandeur. Congratulations, Speaker Pelosi, Representative Castor, Nancy Loman, Nilda Connors, and to the state of Florida, you made the right choice, one woman. As an educator, I always found many similarities between Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune and myself, and I have tried my best to embody her spirit, her stamina, and her perseverance. Our shared love of children, our love of education, and our shared responsibility of lifting up the next generation, no matter the roadblocks. She fostered young Black girls, and I foster young Black boys. I love this woman. That's why in 2004, I was so ecstatic and honored to serve as an honorary co-chair for the fundraising and unveiling of the statue of Mary McLeod Bethune on the campus of University with Rich Black and Harry Rosen. What happened on that historic day was an out-of-body experience for me, and it was a phenomenal disbelief and wonderment. It's a story I will tell for as long as I can. You see, the unveiling of the statue was on the program bolded in gold for 12 o'clock noon. But as things go, the ceremony was running behind because it was the convocation of the new president. And it was the 100th anniversary of the university and the unveiling. So I stepped outside to look at the statue to search for my name on the statue engraving next to the great Dr. Dorothy Height, another esteemed co-chair. When the clock bells chimed at noon, the sky above turned into night. We were overcome by clouds and thunder and hurricane-strength winds. The winds roared through the campus and swept the burgundy velvet cloth carrying the statue right off her body, unveiling her glorious statue. There was nobody out there but two people. I couldn't believe it. Next to me was Albert Bethune, her grandson, who turned and said, "Ms. Wilson, You know, Mama never did like things being late. And the staff of the university chased the burgundy cloth down the street and put it back on the statue, and just as they finished, the doors of the convocation burst open and the beautiful voices of the university choir proceeded outside, singing, "Glory, glory, hallelujah, His truth is marching on." I tell this story because it exemplifies the true force of nature of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, one woman. In her life, she was called the First Lady of Negro America and the female Booker T. Washington. She was born to enslaved parents and worked the fields starting at just 5 years old. She could see clearly from those early years that education was the way out. So she struggled to take that route and built upon the education that was never afforded to her, advocating and fundraising and building schools from the ground up for a generation of black children who had never before been valued for their minds. $1.50 and faith in God, she did it, one woman. As the senior black member of Congress from Florida, I'm extremely proud to be here today to break yet another glass ceiling in this hallowed hall of democracy. But to be honest, Mary McLeod Bethune leaves behind a legacy much greater than any one statue we can erect. She made First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt know that Black lives matter. She made 5 presidents believe that Black lives matter. She made America begin to learn that Black lives matter. Thank you, Dr. Bethune. Thank you for your vision that has lasted through the ages. Thank you for your generosity, your philanthropic, that has saved millions of black children like me. Thank you for your last will and testament. Thank you for your spirit that still roams the campus, that still inspires the students and the millions of alumni all over the world. Thank you, Mary McLeod Bethune, one woman. And as a Bethune-Cookman University honorary doctor, I couldn't be prouder to be a Wildcat today. Hail Wildcats, one woman.